girl be? Her eyes are open wide, and yet she's in a daydream that's better than real life. She knows a secret country where the grown-ups never go. Why, she's Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Curious friends and happy adventures too. Oh, yes, she's Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Alice, Alice in Wonderland. Alice, wait for us, we'll come too.
Are you all right, Benny Bunny? Are you hurt? Oh, it's them again, the Dawson twins. I should have known. Oh, sometimes I wish I had a big brother to protect me and teach those two bullies to leave me alone. One of these days you'll go too far with your silly little jokes and then you'll hurt someone.
Just listen to her, little Miss Prim. She's always telling other people what to do, isn't she? Donnie's right. You're a pain in the neck. You sound like my teacher at school.
I don't care. I'd much rather sound like a teacher than one of you Dawsons. Come on, Benny Bunny. We don't want to have anything to do with people like them. I'll never understand those two boys. They seem to have only one thing in mind, to make a nuisance of themselves. Excuse me, I'm just passing through.
Who on earth was that?
Probably Alice, the little girl they're all talking about.
After all this time, the moles still haven't said hello to us.
Alice!
What?
This is fun. I like it a lot. You never said anything about this before, Alice. We'd have come with you earlier if we'd known.
Go home, twins. You can't come with us. Only Benny and I are allowed down here. Alice, it's too late. You're wasting your breath.
See you later.
Donnie, Dawson, you can't break the rules. There'll be trouble. At least wait for us. Don't go off alone.
Dawson, look at all those doors. Where there's a door, there's a room. And every room has got something interesting in it. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open one of the doors and see. Right away we go.
Dawson, Donnie, don't open those doors. Didn't you hear what I said? I said leave those doors alone.
You know something else, Alice? You sound just like our mother.
Donnie, Dawson, will you stop that right now?
Bah!
Oh.
Bah!
I'm going to lose my temper. I just can't stand this anymore. I told you to stop! Alice, come over here. Yes, that's the answer. Then they'll listen to me. Serves them right.
Oh, my fur and whiskers. Who could that be, I wonder? Who's the half-wit that brought those children here, I'd like to ask?
Yes, well, you see...
Whoever it was, he'll have to wait. I don't have time to listen to you now. These things always happen when I'm in a hurry. I think of a suitable punishment when I come back. Come back here.
I'll drink this tea, then I'll sort them out. Mind your head, Alice. You don't want to bang him. Oh! Now we're ready for action.
Oh, great. This is fun.
They stole my pocket watch.
Give him back his watch and be quick about it.
All right. We'll give it back. It was only a joke. Here's your watch, Mr. White Rabbit. It's still in one piece.
Thank you. It's still ticking. If you dare to play one more joke on me or my watch, I'll never speak to you again.
We won't play any more jokes, Mr. Rabbit. We swear. We'll behave ourselves. Who was that old idiot, Alice? Wherever did you meet him?
Why are you so mean to people? How can you call them names if you don't even know them? The White Rabbit is not an old idiot.
What's more, I want to tell you, he's my uncle, and anything you say against him will be a personal insult to me. Get rid of them, Alice.
I ought to. But on the other hand, I think it'd be a pity for them not to see Wonderland.
What, after the way they've behaved?
Please, Alice, we want to see Wonderland.
All right, but first you'll have to go through that little door.
Oh. It shouldn't be a problem for us, but you'll never manage it yourself.
It's not your fault if you don't know any better. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Watch this, boys.
Give me that.
Surprised? In Wonderland, you can change your size as often as you like.
I see. Oh. It really works, Dawson. He shrunk. Come on, Donnie. Try again. See if it works on me. Right. You can have your fan back now.
No, wait.
Oh, we can't let them go in without us, Benny Bunny. I don't trust them. They'll get into all sorts of trouble. We'd better follow them. We ought to have caught up with them by now. They can't be far away.
Let me go. You're hurting my stem. You're choking me. Leave us alone. It's our field.
You can't make me go away because I won't. I'm having fun. I haven't had such fun in ages. Come on. Don't pretend you're a shy little wallflower. And
Dawson, stop that at once. Oh, dear. You'd better run away before the flowers decide to get even with you.
You're just pulling our leg. How can flowers do anything to hurt us?
This is a challenge. Which one of you will come out and fight me? I'll show you what flowers can do to naughty little boys.
You see now that you'd better behave yourselves.
We came here to have a good time. What are you going to show us next?
Young people today have no respect for their elders. Interesting. They look like ordinary human children to me. Friends of yours?
Certainly not.
Is this peculiar creature another of your friends?
Yes, and I'm proud of him, because in Wonderland everyone loves and respects Mr. Caterpillar.
Do you know what? He's a magician, too.
Magician?
Yes, if you nibble a little bit of his mushroom, you can change your size. You become a giant or a tiny thing just like that.
You're joking.
No, he's
Show
not.
us.
Mr. Caterpillar, would you mind very much if we helped ourselves to a tiny piece of your mushroom?
It's not bad at all.
First of all, it's bad manners to speak with your mouth full, and secondly, you shouldn't steal someone else's mushroom. It's outrageous.
Here's another one who doesn't like our manners. Let's teach him a lesson, Dawson.
Poor Mr. Caterpillar.
You brutes, cowards!
Come on, brother. Let's move on. I'm getting bored here. Right. Come on.
Watch out!
Are they gone?
I'm really very sorry about this.
It's all right, Alice. It could have been worse. I don't think they did all that much damage. Take my advice, though. Never let them out of your sight for even a moment. They're very naughty boys who enjoy doing nasty things to people.
Yes, I know.
Don't do that to me. Hands off. Hasn't anyone taught you to respect your elders?
Humpty Dumpty, what's happening?
Nothing except for these two cheeky children who are trying to make me lose my balance.
Oh, don't tell me. It's the Dawsons. Oh, no. They're pulling Humpty Dumpty by his tie. If they don't stop, they'll make him fall off the wall.
Oh, no.
I'm ashamed of you twins. From the moment you arrived here in Wonderland, you've caused nothing but trouble.
Stop nagging. We're just having fun.
I'm not going to say it again. Let go of Humpty Dumpty's tie right now.
Whatever you say, Alice.
I do hope hope you're all right, Humpty Dumpty.
Yes, of course, Alice. They haven't cracked me yet. It's not easy to make Humpty Dumpty fall off the wall. I don't lose my balance easily.
Good morning, Alice.
Are these new friends of yours? Funny friends?
Don't call us names. Sorry you ever said that to us.
Oh, don't pay any attention to them. They're not half as bad as they're trying to make out.
Poor dear little fellows.
It's probably not their fault if they haven't been brought up properly.
They're spoiled.
I bet their mama spoiled them.
Still, they seem very nice. I think we've got a lot in common. Would you like to be friends?
Could be fun. You can come with us if you like and we'll show you around. We've got a surprise planned for today, something special.
All right.
Follow me, boys.
Wait for me.
Powdered wing of female bat. Do I have any in the house? Where would I keep something like that? Let's have a look. Where could it be? I know. Here we are. Just enough left. Very funny. I suppose you boys are responsible for ruining my soup.
Yes, it was Dawson's idea. He's a genius.
Run, run, you can't escape me. Funny, very funny. You boys have a great sense of humor.
The broom was my idea. Good, wasn't it?
I suppose, seen from your point of view, it is funny. I must have looked funny falling off my broom, but I just had a good idea myself. Will you help?
Well, I don't know.
What would we have to do?
I've always wanted to play a joke on the people of Wonderland by swapping their dreams around.
Can you do that?
If we steal a little gold dust from the Sandman.
Of your uncle to let us sleep in his spare room. We wouldn't have anywhere to stay otherwise. Good night, Benny Bunny. Sweet dreams.
Night, Alice. Sleep tight.
You too, Benny.
Oh, it's midnight already. It's time for me to go to work, Grandma. Where did I leave my dust bag last night?
You never remember. You always leave it on the hook by the door.
Do I? And my gold dust? Where is that, Grandma?
It's in the same place your father always kept it, the storeroom.
Oh, yes, of course. Thanks. Now then, I'll need a handful for the Queen of Hearts. I think I should take some for Don Fernando and his horse Wanderer. It's ages since they last dreamt of an adventure. Do you know why I was laughing? What if I gave the horse a nightmare instead?
I wouldn't do it if I were you.
I suppose not. It'd be too mean.
Just like his father. He never used the door either.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why? Tell me, why are you still out at this time of night? You should be in bed like everybody else. I'm sure your parents wouldn't approve of... Oh.
Got it!
Give me my bag! Do you hear? Let me go! Let me go! You've got no right to do this to me. Oh, my bag! I must have my bag! Let go of me!
Take the bag to the witch quickly. I can't hold on to him much longer.
Did you say the witch? I should have known. It's a trick. She wants my gold dust. Give me that
Not
bag.
before we find out if the gold dust has any effect on you.
No, stop. You can't do that.
Sleep well, Sandman, and pleasant dreams. I hope they're not nightmares.
This is a big moment. At last I have power over their dreams. Climb onto the brooms, we're going to a party.
Can't we walk?
No, you can't. It's much too far.
How did you sleep last night, Benny Bunny? Did you dream at all? I didn't sleep well because the nice dream I was having turned into a horrible nightmare and...
Mine too. Your dream sounds exactly the same as the one I had. I had the same nightmare all night long, over and over again. I woke up with a splitting headache and I've still got it. What I don't understand is how you came to have exactly the same dream as me.
Well, I don't know, but I dreamt I...
No, don't tell me. I'll tell you. You dreamt that you were sitting on top of the highest wall in the world, and suddenly... You fell all the way down to the bottom. You kept falling until you hit the ground and broke your shell.
But that's not what I dreamt. If you'd only let me tell you, you'd see it's quite different.
Oh, really? All right, you tell me.
I dreamt I was a princess, a young and beautiful princess. But I was a prisoner in a frightening tower. One day, a handsome knight on a big white charger came to my rescue. He wore a suit of shining armor, and he freed me from the tower. And then...
Why are you telling them about my dream?
Good morning, Don Fernando.
Good morning, young lady. You must stop telling strangers my private dreams. I rescued a princess in my dream last night. We galloped far into the vast, empty desert. It was hot. We were thirsty. At last, we reached an oasis where we could find shade and water. Then I realized that the princess I'd rescued was the Queen of Hearts.
But that was my dream. I was a prisoner in a dark, cold dungeon when a tall and handsome prince came to my rescue. He took me in his arms and carried me off to freedom. And that's when I woke up, because the rocking chair on which I'd fallen asleep collapsed under me.
That's very strange. I think there's someone interfering with our dreams.
But who?
If anyone knows the answer, it'll be Mr. Caterpillar.
I've come to the conclusion that it can only be those horrid boys you brought with you.
The Dawson twins? But they couldn't have done it on their own.
He's right. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Of course not. But it's true they couldn't have managed by themselves. Someone must have helped them, and it's my guess that it was the witch.
I didn't know there was a witch in Wonderland. I'll go and look for her, and I'll find her, and she won't get away with this.
All right. Calm down. I'll help you find the witch and solve the problem. On one condition, both you and Benny must trust me completely, because if you don't, our efforts will fail. If you agree, you can climb into my cloud and share my dream.
Curiouser and curiouser.
You show a lot of promise. Not bad for beginners. Not bad at all.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. It's a terrible thing to destroy people's dreams.
What do you want?
Good morning, Alice.
Everyone's got a favorite dream, one that's more special than the others. Imagine how sad the world would be if we didn't have dreams. Don't you have a special dream, too?
Don't listen to her. She's falling asleep on her feet. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Alice always knows what she's talking about.
And Alice has always been kind to us. She's never refused to help when we needed her.
That's right.
What about me? Haven't I been good to you? Hey, let her go. Leave the bag alone. Give it back to me.
I'm allergic to gold dust. It makes me sleepy.
No, don't close your eyes. If you fall asleep now, you'll lose your dream and you'll never be able to come back to Wonderland again.
We must all stay awake.
Alice says we must stay awake.
The witch can't hurt us anymore because she's fast asleep. Follow me, we're going home.
That's my bag of gold dust. Why did you steal it from me?
It wasn't me, but I'm far too tired to explain what happened
well.
here.
Never mind. The main thing is, I've got it back. No one should tamper with other people's dreams. It's not right.
I'm not asleep yet. I'm wide awake.
And I'm staying awake. I've no intention of falling asleep.
You can rely on me to make you sleep soundly. And to give you beautiful dreams, too. A pinch of gold dust and you'll be deep asleep night after night after night.
Will you stop that? You thought you could hide from us. You thought we wouldn't find you, and you were wrong because we found you.
If you don't leave me alone, I shall tell your mother about you. Mrs. Dawson! The twins are throwing sand at me and they've ruined my beautiful dream. Tell them to leave me alone.
Leave Alice alone. It's Alice who's nasty to us.
Come home, boys.
Later.
Now.
All right. Yes, Mother.
Serves them jolly well right.
Our story next week is about Alice and Benny Bunny's uncle, the White Rabbit. As soon as Alice dreams herself into Wonderland, she and Benny Bunny realise that the White Rabbit is in a very depressed mood. He's so depressed and so worried, in fact, that he's seriously thinking of selling off everything he owns because he wants to leave Wonderland forever. The reason for this is the Queen of Hearts. She has fired the White Rabbit and she has employed a big black rabbit to take his place. Alice would like to help, but she's not at all sure what she can do. You see, the new black rabbit is a much faster runner and a better worker than Benny Bunny's uncle. Thank goodness the problem solves itself in the end, but we won't tell you what happens until you join us again next week.
Who can that girl be? Her eyes are open wide, and yet she's in a daydream.